Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Hours of Wealth by Opeth. So this is, again, part of my Finish the Album series where I pick an album that I've listened to previously on the channel, and we finish it. And so the current one we're going through, of course, is Ghost Reveries by Opeth. At this point, we've made it the majority of the way through the album, doing Ghost of Perdition, The Baying of the Hounds, Beneath the Mire, Atonement, and then Reverie/Harlequin Forest. So, really excited to get to Hours of Wealth because I've really enjoyed just about everything I've heard from this album. And so, to me, Opeth is like up here. Like, this is honestly one of the best metal albums I've ever listened to. And we still have this song and one more to go. And so, like, that just speaks highly to them that they've just created tracks that really resonate and really stand out and really stand the test of time. I mean, this album's 17 years old by now. And so, I mean, to me, it sounds as fresh as if it were released yesterday. So I'm excited to listen to more. Let's jump into it. This is, again, Hours of Wealth by Opeth. Let's do it.
Found a way to rid myself clean of pain and the fever that's been haunting me has gone away. Looking through my window, I seem to recognize all the people passing by, but I'm alone and far from home. Nobody knows me. Never heard me say goodbye. Never shall I speak to anyone again. All days are in darkness and I'm biding my time. Once I am sure of my task, I will rise again.
that guitar. Okay. That was really different. I was not expecting that coming into this one. I was expecting to jam out again. So, and partially that was because, I've kind of done things a little bit out of order. I reviewed Harlequin Forest like a couple of years ago, actually, I think at this point. And so I skipped over that one during this particular listen. So the last song I really heard from them was Atonement. And that one was also a little different, where it was a little bit more subtle, not as intense as some of these other songs. And I had commented on how that was like perfect timing there, right in the middle of the album. And then, we kind of jump into Harlequin Forest, which gives you some heaviness, gives you a lot of heaviness, actually. And then jump into Hours of Wealth that is just so stripped down, really, from everything else that we've heard on the album. It's definitely an interesting change of pace. And as I'm putting together like my kind of final album review, once I make it all the way through the album, it'll be interesting to kind of see how it plays listening to the album from start to finish. But yeah, I like this song a whole lot. I think it really worked here. So let's take a look at the lyrics. But first, there is an about section. It does say the song bio is unreviewed, so let's keep that in mind. It says here the song is a little different from the other songs of the album. That's for sure. It's more positive and warm. I don't know if I would necessarily say that. To me, I didn't necessarily get positive or warm from that, but the narrator is slowly getting out of his depression. His days are dark and lonely, but in time he will find a purpose in life and the darkness will go away. All right, well, let's take a look at the lyrics and let's see if we read into that at all. So here it says, found a way to rid myself clean of pain, and a fever that's been haunting me has gone away. Looking through my window, I seem to recognize all the people passing by, but I'm alone and far from home. Nobody knows me, never heard me say goodbye. So yeah, I mean, I get what they were saying. Definitely sounds like they're sort of coming to their senses. We've gone through this whole album so far talking about ghosts and talking about transformations and sort of the evil that revolves around some of that stuff. And so maybe this is all happening in this person's head. I'm not too sure. Again, it's going to be interesting when I go back and really look at the album as a whole and try to follow the story from start to finish in order this time, to just kind of see how everything plays together lyrically. But yeah, I mean, whatever has been, again, haunting them, essentially is sort of going away. The mist is lifting, if you will. But again, they are in like a different time or a different place that they don't recognize at all. And so again, this is why I said I didn't necessarily read it as being more positive than the songs around it, but I didn't really read it as being a more positive song because he still says, but I'm alone and far from home. Nobody knows me and has never heard me say goodbye. Never shall I speak to anyone again. So again, they are super isolated for whatever reason. All days are in darkness, and I'm biding my time. Once I am sure of my task, I will rise again. So I'm wondering if maybe, they made it like a deal with the devil type thing, and they kind of come back to their senses for a little bit. They gain clarity, and they're sort of at peace, But at the end of the day, again, all days are are in darkness, and I'm biding my time. So it's like that evil is going to sort of rise again. Once I am sure of my task, again, I will rise again. So it's like, okay, I'm just kind of this moment of clarity I'm going to use to sort of reassure myself, to reaffirm myself in my mission of evil, I'm guessing. And then I will rise again. And so again, I'm not necessarily reading it as a more positive song. I'm definitely reading it more as like, okay, this person has a moment of clarity and then is just going to go right back into being evil. I'm going to click here and just see what this commenter has said here. He will find a reason to live someday and his depression will be over. Okay, I mean, I guess that is another way to read it. That's a great thing about a lot of lyrics is the way that they're written, and of course, based on your personal experiences or just the way that you interpret things, we can come to separate conclusions and both be right, and so yeah, I mean, I'm reading it one way. The person who made these comments on Genius here read it a different way. So I mean, I think that's always pretty cool. Love the way it's written. Again, just in that sort of like fantastical way that this entire album has really been written. I give it 2 big thumbs up lyrically. I'm a fan. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, let's start with vocals. We didn't get any heavy screaming in this one, and of course it wouldn't have been appropriate here. I will say I forget the name of the actual vocalist. I don't know if I've ever seen. Usually on the credits here they don't have anybody listed, but I really like his singing voice. It was beautiful in this song. I really, really like his melodic singing voice, and as much as I enjoy the screaming and the heaviness, I definitely love when he pulls out that melodic singing voice. So this one sounded fantastic vocally. As far as the instrumentation, I love the guitar throughout. Another reason why I didn't feel like this song was necessarily positive, or maybe even more positive, was because of that blues guitar that we got kind of after in that little solo. It was a beautiful guitar solo, very beautiful instrumentation, but it definitely had that sort of, again, bluesy sorrowfulness to it, if you will. But yeah, the guitar throughout was fantastic. Really had a great time listening to this one, both instrumentally and vocally. Actually, the entire time I was kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. I was waiting for that heaviness to kick in. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, when it didn't, although I definitely would have welcomed it. So I think the song played well without that, though. So instrumentally, vocally, 2 big thumbs up from me. As far as replay value goes, I mean, yeah, I think this one is going on the playlist. It's something a little bit different. Again, I'm curious to see how it's going to work in the context of the full album once I get a chance to really sit down and review everything. So for now, it's definitely going to make the playlist. I give it a thumb up for replay value. Had a great time listening to this one, and really I just have one left. Again, I kind of went out of order, so I know that The Grand Conjuration is next, but I've already done that one, so you can go see that review right now. It's up on my channel. So all I really have left is Isolation Years. Excuse me. Still recovering from an illness. I know I haven't mentioned that, but yes, that's happening right now. So anyway, we're almost done. It looks like there's another one here, Soldier of Fortune, maybe a bonus track, I'm guessing. Usually I don't typically do the bonus tracks. I usually just kind of do whatever it comes standard. Yeah, it looks like a bonus track. I'm probably listening to it on my own time. So anyway, yeah, guys, hope you're enjoying this series. Can't wait to finish the album and do a different album next. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Excuse me. As always, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. I also welcome you to support me by doing all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. You can also check the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok. All the places that start with T. Just remember that. I'm Ewok to remember pretty much everywhere, for the most part. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.